my animals, if I pick up a stick, they go, are we playing fetch? Or number two, am I going to bite that stick in half? Because that's what they do. So really, it was about that for me. If I was going to interact with animals, I wanted to do it on their level, to be accepted into their group. And I don't see any lions carrying sticks around. So I thought, as a human, I shouldn't be either. So that was the reason. I didn't want to carry a stick. I didn't want to carry a gun. And the pepper spray was kind of a easy truce that I had with management at the park I was working with at the time, to say, okay, I will carry some kind of safety device in case things get out of control. And the pepper spray has come into its own over the years in separating, fights with lions themselves before they get out of hand and all of that kind of thing. So that's really been the use of the pepper spray, as well as the fact that in some situations that I've been in, it's been able to diffuse a situation before it gets out of hand.
It just buys time, basically, doesn't it?
It does, but I was just about to tell you this. I've emptied a can of pepper spray on a lion, and it's had absolutely zero effect. So what you can rest be assured is, if a lion is enraged and angered, no stick, no gun, no can of pepper spray, or any of the above is going to save you. It's false senses of security, I suppose.
You said no gun, too. No gun would.
Well, yeah. I mean, a gun, if you work in close range with a lion, and you tell me how quick it takes a lion to grab you and kill you, do you think you got time to draw a gun and actually shoot a lion?
All I have time for is singing my way out.
Quite right. Fancy footwork and a bit of smooth talk, and you'll manage. Hopefully you'll talk that lion down.
I was at a singing class 25 years ago, and I cleared out people from a Russian cabaret by singing, so that's the only thing I would do to get the lions out if there was a problem. I figured if I could do it with humans, the lions would say, let's get the hell out of here. She's a terrible singer. Let's go.
Very good.
Now, I know Mandy is your soulmate and your wife, but I also would like to talk about your other soulmate, Napoleon.
Yes.
Let's talk about Napoleon. You call him your long-lost brother in a lion's body. That's profound.
He is indeed. No, he is. Most people won't get it when I talk about him, but there's just this unspokenness between us that he knows and I know, and it's amazing. Out of all the lions still to this day, I don't think I've got a better relationship than with him. So. And the people will tell you it only when they see us together. You can talk about it, you can tell people about it, but when people actually witness it, then they go, okay, no, I understand what you're talking about. So, no, he's a special cat, and obviously the first of two that I ever met, Napoleon, and to this still lives here at the farm in a really nice place, and he's still the lovely cat that he's always been. So it's amazing.
And what about Meg?
Oh, well, yeah, no, you see, there's favorites and favorites and favorites. And, Meg's, out of the female lions, out of the lionesses, also just a soulmate. Really, you just, every now and again you come across, it's like people, you come across a person that you really bond with. And you don't know why. I'll tell you why is your bond so strong with your best friend? You can't explain it. You can say, oh, well, I like her and she's got a good personality and she's fun to be around, but there's something more to it than that.
Now, who was the animal that you swam with? Was it Meg?
That's Meg, yes. Meg's my swimming buddy.
Absolutely amazing. Did you find, Kevin, that some people were very amazed and excited and some people were aggravated, that you're really turning the mindset over? You're turning it upside down. A lot of the false beliefs and superstitions are being transformed and thrown out now.
Yeah, well, I mean, funny enough, I've had overwhelmingly more positive feedback from people. You're always going to get the people that are saying, and it's purely, I boil it down to ignorance. People see a picture and then they just feel the need to comment. So most of the negative comments come from people who have just seen one picture and they feel the need to express their opinion. And so you take it with a big pinch of salt. But by far the people out there who have followed me a bit and really dig a bit deeper, that has been overwhelmingly positive, and people have been going, go for it, good on you, keep it up. So amazingly, it's funny though. You always human nature, I suppose, is you can read 100 positive comments and you can read one negative, and you'll mull over it, going, well, why did that person think that? But over the years now, I've learned to just ignore it.
Do you see yourself now as a writer and producer, aside from your main calling, which is directly with the animals? Do you see this now as an expanded part of you?
No, and no, no. I think the producing and the writing, it's something I will, if asked to, would do again. I don't. In fact, we're talking about producing some documentaries for next year. The writing, I was approached by a company to maybe write a children's book on the adventures of a little lion cub or something similar. And that I would do, but no, I don't want, I don't see myself as delving into the realms of writing and that. I think my specialties and my forte lies with the animals, and in fact, that's where I want it to be. I think that's, where it needs to be.
That's the primary calling. We really have enjoyed having you on the show. It's such an honor. And one of the things I appreciate in listening to you and reading your book is the fact that you've maintained your humility, which is often very hard when somebody has simple beginnings, not simple in terms of your life, but simple in terms of the structure of life. And then all of a sudden, the manifestation from a book and then a film and then being on this channel and that channel, you seem like you've maintained your poise and your peace and your core.
Well, I hope so. And I'm glad you've said that, because it really is important to me. Because I think that's one thing that people should never forget is their roots, and then that's another thing the animals will teach you very quickly is to be humble, humility. I mean, that's the number one thing. That's one thing to say over the years. What is the one thing that the lions have taught you? And that it's humility.
Can people come to visit Lion Park?
We are hoping to be open to it. We're not going to be open to the masses, in terms of the mass public, but we will be open to, and it'll appear all on the website. But we hope to make it a park whereby we can have these smaller groups around and give them a really good experience. Let the animals. Again, it's about the animals. I don't want masses of people coming and prodding and poking.
Right.
It will be controlled tours through the park, and at the animals' time. And if the animals want to come up and greet, they can. If they don't, then tough on you. So yes, to answer the question, definitely. And again, 2011, we are starting to do it. We've opened up to international volunteers are coming out, and they've been really good. Helping out at the park, and so from that perspective, it's already started, and we've been doing some corporate things, corporate tourism, motivational talks, team building, and that kind of stuff. It's really been fun for the animals, fun for us, and it's been good.
That's awesome. Well, I look forward to coming to meeting you and Mandy and Meg and Napoleon and the other members of the family, and visiting the entire pride. God bless you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on your show.
It's a pleasure, and thank you so much. And thank you to Mandy for making this possible as well. Many
I'll
blessings.
Definitely pass it on.
It's rainmaking time, Kevin.
Okay, yes, definitely. It's rainmaking time.
It's rainmaking time.